Welcome to the New Breed Book Club Session 3, based on Chapter 3, Finding the New Breed of Volunteers and Not Scaring Them Away. In this chapter, the authors talk about the 7 deadly sins of recruiting. And as you're reading, maybe you'll notice how you may have committed some of these sins, or leaders around you may have committed them, or possibly you've been on the other side as a volunteer and have seen them committed. The authors tackle each of these challenges and offer better proactive ways to reverse the bad behavior or the weak behavior with a stronger, more powerful strategy to reach and engage younger volunteers. One of the first suggestions in this chapter is to make sure that you communicate personally. Ask a volunteer personally. So put yourself in the shoes of a new volunteer. You may have spent hours crafting the newsletter or the event flyer and putting a lot of time and effort into getting the word out, but put yourself in the shoes of a new volunteer. Maybe they didn't read the newsletter, or maybe they didn't see the flyer or the brochure. The best way to communicate is one-on-one contact. So where in your event outreach, your meeting outreach, can you make a personal connection and make a personal ask? People just want to be seen and heard. So make sure you are seeing and hearing your new volunteers. Connect with them one-on-one and ask them to participate. Another strategy that the authors present in this chapter is to partner with strategic allies. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a formal partnership or signing a memorandum of understanding. It could simply be finding a like organization and reaching out to them to make a connection. Perhaps they represent principals or school administrators, and they have an audience that you could be providing valuable information on retirement. Or maybe they have an event coming up. Ask if you or someone from the organization could speak at their event about important retirement issues. Many REAs from around the country are working in connection with associations representing school principals, school administrators, and other education-related organizations within their communities. And I have one last challenge for you as you're reading this chapter. Think to yourself how many times as a volunteer leader you've heard from other volunteers around you, well, we've already tried that and it doesn't work. Or, no, we're going to do it this way because we've always done it this way. Just keep awareness for how you or your fellow volunteers may be shutting ideas down. Now, a devil advocate is always a good thing to keep you in check. But in this process, in the book club program, we really want to encourage an environment of brainstorming, and no idea is a bad idea. So just be aware of how that negative energy could shut down conversation, shut down people, and shut down ideas. Enjoy reading this chapter and discussing with your fellow volunteers, and we'll see you for the next video on Session 4, Chapter 4. Finding the New Breed of Volunteers, Baby Boomers, and Gen X and Gen Y.